Good morning, students. So here so far we have discussed northwest corner method, then the matrix minima method and row minima method, which are the methods to find initial basic feasible solution of a transportation problem. Now we'll see the next two methods. So first we'll see column minima method. So this column minima method is same as row minima. In row minima method, we took minimum of each row, first row. In column minima method, we will take minimum of the first column. So I will take a simple example. See, find initial basic feasible solution of the transportation problem using column minima method. Okay, so what is the transportation problem given to you is, it's a 3 cross 3 transportation table. You have X, Y, Z, you have A, B, C. Then here you have supply and here you have demand. So first column values are 2, 8, 2. Second is 4, 12, 8. Third one is 4, 8, 12. Supply values are 20, 50, 30. Demand values are 40, 25, 35. So here we need to find initial basic feasible solution using column minima method. Okay. So first step, as I have told you, what you have to do, you have to check whether the total supply, that is summation AI, is equals to how much? 20 plus 50 plus 30. So this is equal to 100. Similarly, total demand. So total demand is equals to summation over J, Bj is equals to 40 plus 25 plus 35. So this is equals to again 100. So it implies what? Summation AI is equals to summation Bj. That means total supply is equals to total demand. That means it is a balanced transportation problem. Now go to the procedure now. So I will draw the table as usual. The first table will be the table given to you in the problem. So X, Y, Z. This is A, B, C. Here you have 2, 8, 2, 4, 12, 8, 4, 8, 12. Demand is 40, 25, 35. Then supply is 20, 50, 30. Okay, so now we come to the first column, column minimum method. No? So come to the first column and check the minimum element. You have two minimum elements. You can take any of one of them. So I will take the first minimum element, this 2, and check its corresponding row and column value. Whichever is minimum, allocate that here. So here corresponding to this 2, row value is 20, column value is 40. So minimum of 20 and 40 is 20. So allocate 20 here. Then let's exhaust this row. Now I will be having 2 rows and 3 columns. So Y, Z, A, B, C. Here 8, 12, 8, 2, 8, 12. So supply is 50 and 30. Here 40 minus 20 you have to do, which is again 20. And demand is 20, 25, 35. So again select the first column. Minimum here you have 2. So corresponding to this 2, 30 and 20 you have. Minimum of these 2 is 20. So allocate 20 here. Now this column will get exhausted. 30 minus 20 will be 10. Now what is the remaining table you have? It is a 2 by 2 table. So you have Y, Z, B and C. So 12, 8, 8, 12. Supply values are 50 and 10. Demand values are 25 and 35. Again come to the first column. In the first column minimum value is 8. Now corresponding to this 8 you have 10 here and here you have 25. So minimum is 10. Now this row will get exhausted. 25 minus 10 will be 15. Now what is left here? You have 12 and 8. This is Y, this is B and this is C. Supply is 50. Demand is 15 and 35. So in the first column you have only one value. So here I will allocate 15. So this will get exhausted. 50 minus 15 is 35. So one cell is left over 8 and you have same values of demand and supply 35 and 35. So here I will allocate 35. Now all the values we have allocated. Now draw the final table. What is the final table you have? I am drawing it here. So without supply and demand, you draw the final table. So this is X, Y and Z. This is A, B and C. I got 2, 8, 2, 4, 12, 8, 4, 8, 12. The first allotment is at XA. So here I have 20. Second allotment is at ZA. ZA it is here, which is again 20. Third allotment is at ZB. ZB, that means here I have how much? 10. Fourth allotment is YB. YB here. It is 15. Then last allotment is at YC. YC means over here it is 35. Now add all the values which are in the upper left hand corner. So this is 20. Here you have 15, 35. So it is 50, 20, 10, 30. Column wise also 20 plus 20, 40. 15 plus 10, 25. And here you have 35. So same values we got here after allocation also. That means the allocations are correct. Now what is the total cost? Now total cost is equals to 20 into 2 plus 15 into 12 plus 35 into 8 plus 20 into 2 plus 10 into 8. So when you multiply all these things, you will get the total cost as 12,200. You get 12,200. So this is 12,200. So this is the procedure to find initial basic feasible solution using column minima method. So you have northwest, we have discussed northwest corner method, matrix minima method. In northwest corner, we will take the corner element, upper corner element for allocation. In matrix minima method, we will take minimum of all the elements. Of all the total elements, we will take minimum element and allocate it. In row minima method, we will take minimum of the first row. And in column minima method, we will take minimum of the first column and start the allocation. And last method you have. So that last method is Vogel's approximation method, or it is known as VAMS method or penalty method. Okay. So this is the most appropriate method of all the methods. So how to find initial basic feasible solution using this method? We'll see it by solving a problem. So that is called as Vogel's approximation method, or it is called as VAMS method, or it is called as penalty method. So of all the methods, this method is considered as the most appropriate method. Okay, so I'll give you one problem and we'll solve it. So question will be like this: find an initial basic feasible solution to the transportation problem using Van's method. Okay. So here I have taken a 4 by 4 matrix. So here I'll take O1, O2, O3, O4, D1, D2, D3 and D4. 18, 15, 6, 15. 18, 15, 6 and 15. 5, 7, 5, 6. Then you have 21, 23, 10, 25. 21, 23, 10, 25. Then 12, 16, 2, 18. 12, 16, 2 and 18. Here you have supply and here you have demand. Supply values are 15, 21, 9, 13. 15, 21, 9, 13. Demand values 9, 15, 20, 14. 9, 15, 20, 14. So this is, suppose a problem like this is given to you and is asking you to find initial basic feasible solution using Van's method. As usual, we have to check total supply, which is summation over AI. So 15 plus 21 plus 9 plus 13. So 15 plus 21 is 36. 36 plus 9 is 45. 45 plus 13 is 58. Okay, so here total we are getting 58. Is it correct? Yeah, we'll see. Then total demand, summation over j, bj, 9 plus 15 plus 20 plus 14. 9 plus 15 is 24. 24 plus 20 is 44. 44 plus 14 is 58. So it implies what? Summation AI is equals to summation bj. That means it is a balanced transportation problem. Now here I will draw the table again. First table. So 10, 25, 12, 16, 2, 18. So supply values are 15, 21, 9, 13. Demand values 9, 15, 20, 14. See, in matrix minima or row minima, column minima, we took the minimum element. In this Van's method, what we do is we select minimum of each row and next minimum also, and calculate the difference between the two minimums of each row. Okay, we'll calculate two minimums. We calculate the difference of two minimums of each row. This difference is called as penalty. See, that's why it is called penalty method. Now in the first row, which is the minimum element, you have 6. What is its next minimum? 15. So what is the difference between 6 and 15? So that is 9. That 9 I'll write within brackets. So the difference we'll write it within parentheses, and these values in the parentheses are called as penalties. Similarly, second row. In second row, minimum is 5. Then next minimum is also 5. So 5 minus 5 you will have 0. Similarly, in the third row, first minimum is 10. Next minimum is 21. So 21 minus 10, difference is 11. Last row, 2 is minimum, next minimum is 12. So 12 and 2, difference is 10. Now similarly find, calculate penalties column wise also. So penalties are nothing but difference of two minimum elements in each row and each column. So I have to calculate penalties for each row and each column. Now here column wise, I have completed row wise, now I will calculate column wise. So in the first column, minimum is 5, next minimum is 12. So difference of 5 and 12 is 7. Similarly, second column, minimum is 7, next minimum is 15. So difference is 8. Third column, minimum is 2, next minimum is 6. So 4. Fourth column, minimum is 6, next minimum is 15. So difference is 9. Now once you have calculated all the penalties, select the maximum penalty. So here the maximum penalty is, that means the values which are in parentheses are penalties. So the maximum penalty here is 11. Put a tick mark to this maximum penalty. Now corresponding to this maximum penalty, in that row, select the least cost. You have a maximum, so you have to, of all the penalties, you have to select the maximum penalty, and in that maximum penalty corresponding to that row, or if the maximum penalty is here, then corresponding to that column you have to see. Because the maximum penalty is here corresponding to this row, third row. In the third row, select the minimum cost. The minimum cost is 10. Now here in this 10, I have to make an allocation. Now allocation is same procedure. Now corresponding to this 10, you have row value as 9, column value is 20. So which is minimum of these two, 20 and 9. So 9 is minimum. This will get exhausted. 20 minus 9, you will get how much? 11. Now again, same procedure. So draw the table. Now you have how many rows? Now we have only 3 rows, but you have 4 columns. So here I will draw 3 rows and I have 4 columns. So this is O1, O2, O4. Then D1, D2, D3 and D4. Values are 18, 5, 12. Here it is 15, 7, 16. Then 6, 5, 2. 15, 6, 18. So your supply is 15, 21, 13. Demand is 9, 15, 11 and 14. Now again you have to calculate the penalties. Come row wise first. So first row you have 6 as the minimum value. Next minimum is 15. So the penalty will be 9. For second row 5 and 5. So penalty is 0. For the last row you have minimum as 2 and next minimum as 12. So the penalty is 10. Similarly column wise. Minimum is 5. Next minimum is 12. So penalty is 7. Here you have 7 and 15. So 8. 2 and 5. So 3. 6 and 15. You have 9. Again select the maximum penalty. So maximum penalty here is 10. In this row, this is 2 is the minimum cost, least cost. Now corresponding to this 2, you have 13 and 3. So which is minimum of these two? 3 is minimum. So I will allocate, sorry, not 13 and 3, 13 and 11. So corresponding this 2, you have 13 as the supply and 11 as the demand. So which is minimum here? 11 is minimum. So I allocate here 11. And from this 13 you subtract 11. So you will get here 2. Now this column will get exhausted. So now you have 3 rows and 3 columns. I'll draw a little bit up so that there will be space for me to write down also. I'll draw here. It's a 3 by 3 matrix. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. So I have O1, then I have O2 and O4. Column wise I have D1, D2 and D4. So here it is 18, 15, 15, 5, 7, 6, 12, 16, 18. Supply is 15, 21 and 13. Demand is not 13, it is 2. See 15, 21, 13 minus 11 we got 2. Then you have 9, 15 and 9, 15 and 14. Now again calculate the penalties. How to calculate the penalties? Same. First row you have two differences, two minimum values, 50 same. So the difference will be 0. Second row you have 5 and 6 as minimum. So difference is 1. Third row 12 and 16. So difference is 4. Come column wise. You have 5 and 12. So this is 7. 7 and 15. So it is 8. 6 and 15. It is 9. So which is the minimum penalty here? Here the minimum penalty, here the maximum penalty is 9. That is corresponding to D4. So put a tick mark to this maximum penalty. Now this is corresponding to this D4 column. In this maximum penalty column, select the minimum cost. Lowest cost is 6. Here I have to make an allocation. Now corresponding to this 6, I have 21 and 14. Select minimum of this 21 and 14. So 14 is the minimum. So this column will get exhausted. 21 minus 14 will be 7. Now what is left over? Write that. I have 3 rows and 2 columns. So O1, O2 and O4, D1 and D2, supply and demand. So this is 18, 15, 5, 7, 12, 16. Here it is 15, 7, 2. Here it is 9 and 15. Again calculate penalties. 15 and 18 difference is 3. 5 and 7 difference is 2. 12 and 16 difference is 4. Similarly column wise. 5 and 12 difference is 7. 7 and 15 difference is 8. So this is the maximum penalty. Corresponding to this 7 is minimum cost. Now corresponding to this 7 I have 7 and 15. So minimum of 7 and 15 is 7. I'll allocate here. This one will get exhausted. 15 minus 7 is 8. Now I have a 2 by 2 matrix. Here O1, O4, D1, D2. This is 18, 15, 12, 16. So supply here it is 15. Here it is 2. Demand 9 and 8. Again calculate the penalties. So 18 minus 15 is 3. 12 minus 16, 16 minus 12 will be 4. Similar column wise, 18 minus 12 will be 6. 16 minus 15 will be 1. So which is the maximum penalty here? 6 is the maximum penalty. Now in this column, which is the minimum cost? 12 is the minimum cost. So which is minimum out of 9 and 2? 2 is minimum. So this one will get exhausted. 9 minus 2 will be 7. So I got here 7. I will draw the last table here. So what is the last leftover table? I am drawing here. I have only one row left, O1, and I have 2 columns. I have only one row left and I have 2 columns. What are those 2 columns? D1 and D2. So here I'll write D1 and here I'll write D2. So O1 is 18 and here it is 15. Supply value is 15. Demand value is, this is 7 and this is 8. Again calculate the penalties. 18 minus 15 you will have 3. Column wise you don't have any numbers left. So whatever number is left, that itself is the penalty. So here it is 18 and here it is 15. Only one value you have. So you have to write that one value as it is. Now which is the maximum here? This 18 is the maximum. Corresponding to this you have only one cell. Make an allocation here. How much you have to allocate here? Minimum of 7 and 15. So 7 you will allocate. This will go. So 15 minus 7 is 8. So I have only one cell left with same supply and demand. So here I will allocate as 8. Now everything got exhausted. Once everything is got exhausted, now draw the table again. Final table with allocations. So after this table, you have to draw the final table. Without supply and demand, you first write it. So it is a 4 cross 4 table, I said. So O1, O2, O3 and O4. Then you have D1, D2, D3 and D4. So here the values are 18, 15, 6, 15, 5, 7, 5, 6, 21, 25, is it 25 or 23? 21, 23, 10, 25, 12, 16, 2, 18. Now start the allocation. First allocation is at O3, D3. O3, D3 is here. So it is 9. Second allocation is here. That is at O4 and D3. O4, D3 is here. So this is 11. Third allocation is at O2, D4. So O2, D4 is here. This is 14. Next allocation is here. That is O2, D2. O2, D2, I have 7 here. Then here means O4 and D1. O4, D1, here I have as 2. Then O1, D1, I have 7. O1, D1, 7. O1, D2, 8. O1, D2, 8. Now you check the supply and demand values, whether you are getting same values or not, which are as given in the question. Okay. How you will check it? By adding the values which are written in the left corner of the cells. So here you have 7 and 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. Then 7 plus 14, 21. Here you have only 9, so write as it is 9. Then 2 plus 11, 13. Come column wise. 7 plus 2, 9. 8 plus 7, 15. 9 plus 11, 20. Then here you have only 14, so write 14 as it is. So you got the same values of supply and same values of demand as given in the problem. So that means your problem is correct. You have made the correct allocations. Now find the total cost. So you know how to find the total cost by multiplying the cost with the allocated values. So therefore, total cost is equals to 7 into 18 plus 8 into 15 plus 7 into 7 plus 14 into 6 plus 9 into 10 plus 2 into 12 plus 11 into 2. See, 7 into 18 plus 8 into 15 plus 7 into 7 plus 14 into 6 plus 9 into 10 plus 2 into 12 plus 11 into 2. So when you multiply all this, you will get total cost as 550. So this is the VAMS method. So VAMS method, what we'll do is, we'll calculate the penalties first. What are the penalties? We'll select first minimum and second minimum of each row and find the difference of those two minimums of each row and write them within brackets. So for each row we will be calculating the difference of two minimums and write within the brackets, and these differences are called as penalties. Similarly, you have to calculate the penalties column wise also. Once you finish row wise, come column wise and select minimum two minimums, first minimum and next minimum of each column. Find the difference and write within parentheses, which are the column wise penalties. So once you calculate row wise and column wise penalties, select the maximum of all these penalties. You have to select maximum of all the penalties, that is maximum of row wise penalties and column wise penalties put together. So after selecting the maximum penalties, select the minimum cost corresponding to that maximum penalty, and you have to allocate at that minimum cost. Then same procedure of allocation. So once any row get exhausted or any column get exhausted, again draw the next table, again select the minimum of the two minimums of the rows, again calculate the penalties for row and columns, again select the maximum of the penalties, then allocate corresponding to the minimum cost. Same procedure continues until all the allocations are done. So here, because we are considering the two minimum values, this is known as the appropriate method to calculate the initial basic feasible solution of a transportation problem. Hope you understood this procedure. Once you try to solve the problems on your own, then it will be clear to you, like how to calculate the penalties, how to make the allocations. So the more you solve the problems, the easier the procedure will become. Okay, thank you.